That
But
was the mark.
Do you believe Abraham was like you, Deacon?
He was a brown man.
Okay, so wouldn't Ishmael be like his father?
Yes, he could be a brown man, different shades of brown. Yes.
Okay. What are the so-called Arabs today? Are they the descendants of Ishmaelites?
Some of them are the Arab. A lot of people in the Middle East right now that are in these Arab countries, they're Ishmaelites and Edomites.
Okay, so the thing was, the Ishmaelites, the Arabs, were never a conquered people because they lived in Arabia, and the Persians, the Syrians, the Babylonians, the Greeks, Romans never went into Arabia. So would you agree before the Arab invasion that the majority of the people were very dark skinned?
Brother, are you telling me that the Arabs were never conquered?
They were never conquered by what you call an Edomite nation, or that would have injected or infused somebody to change their culture or how their descendants would look.
That's not true. The Greeks came and conquered the whole Levant.
Yeah,
And
but
then
no, but
before the Greeks did that, this was Alexander the Greek. We all know he was a white man. They came and spread their seed through the whole Levant and Fertile Crescent. And before that, Nebuchadnezzar was conquering the Arab nations in the Levant in the Middle East.
where's Medina and Mecca at?
Medina and Mecca,
Yeah,
Saudi Arabia.
yeah, but it's not in the Levant.
From the
The
Nile to the
Arabs didn't
Euphrates,
have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
from the Nile to the Euphrates River, that whole area. It doesn't necessarily have to be strictly from the Nile to the Euphrates River, but that whole area, the Greeks and the Babylonians conquered during their both of their conquests. They conquered that whole area.
So you're saying that the Greeks conquered Saudi Arabia?
They conquered all the nations around them. Yes.
Okay, I mean, if you ever look at a map of world history, it doesn't say that they went
Read the
south. They
Maccabees.
always show.
Read the Maccabees, and also Daniel chapter 11 tells you all the places that Alexander and his 4 generals would conquer.
But there's no historical account. You're just basing that on one witness. You need two witnesses.
Is the Bible a historical account?
Yes, but it said south. Now the south in Israel's time was considered Egypt. It was not considered the Arabs.
Okay, what's your point?
Okay, so how did the Arabs lose their melanin? Let me ask you this: was Muhammad a black man?
No.
Okay. All right. So, what about the Coptic Christians? What nationality are they?
I believe Egyptian.
Say again? Yeah, Egyptian. So how
Yeah.
come they look similar to the Arabs?
Because if you understand the conquest, wait, are you saying that so you think that the original Egyptians that are in Egypt today are the original Egyptians? I'm sorry, do you think the Egyptians that are in Egypt today are the original Egyptians?
What? Okay, my question to you is, what the Coptic Christians, what nationality are they?
I would say either Ishmael or Esau, but the fact is that they're claiming to be Egyptians. The original Egyptians are Hamites, Mizraim in the Hebrew, which they left on the hieroglyphs what those people look like.
Yeah, but they were. If you look at the hieroglyphics, they were not like black like what's his name, Bernie Mac. They were like Yemenis type coloration. But my question to you is, the Coptic Christians there, the Ishmaelites came in. So if you're in an Arab country, you cannot apostatize. So these can't be Ishmaelites, because if you apostatize in a Muslim country, that's death for you.
There's a reason why there's a capital punishment, because people like you, little weaklings who leave their religion and cause corruption in the land by spreading it, the capital punishment in Islamic law would be applied to you. We have no doubt, and we're proud of that. Yeah, capital punishment will be applied in an Islamic state under an emir. It is done, yes, and we, you know what, we'll be watching. the right of the community is greater than you individual wanting your right to freedom, which is BS.
So it could not have been Ishmaelites that make up the Coptic Christians. They have to have been the people group before the Ishmaelites came, because in Islam, a conquered nation, the people of the book, the Jews and Christians are allowed to practice, but they cannot convert Muslims, and Muslims cannot convert to them, or else they'd be put to death in a ummah, in a nation that's a strong Islamic nation. So go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to figure out what point you're trying to make.
My point is that in Jesus' time, when he fled to Egypt, maybe not your group, but other groups, do they believe that the Egyptians were like dark colored, all Egyptians? Because that's why he fled there. And Paul also, when he fled, when I forgot which governor was saying that you aren't you that Egyptians? A lot of the Israelites claim that the Israelites were dark, and that's why Paul and Jesus would blend there.
Tell me a fable. A fable. Tell me a fable.
Egypt had long been a Turkish province, and its upper class was made up of Turco-Egyptians, descendants of the old overlords. They dominated the army and administration. Europeans, by contrast, increasingly took charge of the economy. On the eve of the British occupation of Egypt, they numbered about 100,000. They lived mainly in the big cities, in Alexandria and Cairo, and helped to turn Egypt, after Algeria and South Africa, into the most European country in Africa.
So the what?
The most European country in Africa.
That's why you go there and you don't see black